Welcome back, Marco here. I've been investing on Etoro for 4 years straight, and so from my experience, I've decided to unpack all the pros and cons about Etoro. And because I'm not paid to do this review, I can go all out and tell you all the tricks to reduce the fees to a minimum and make the most of Etoro. And for transparency, if after this review you decide to try Etoro, I do have an affiliate link in the description below. And so one of the reasons why I use Etoro is because of the variety of investments in just one app. You can buy stocks and shares with no leverage and without paying the stamp duty tax. More on that later in the video. You can also do CFD trading, and that's basically using leverage to trade assets. And you can also copy investors with a proven track over year, months, it depends on the investor, and all of that at the touch of a button. And also another thing that is very important is that you can also buy cryptocurrencies on Etoro. Now I will dive deeper in all of these later in this video, but the way the crypto investments are displayed is particularly neat on Etoro because you can see your profit and losses on crypto at a glance. Like in this case, this investment on Bitcoin is down 37%, and that is, for example, not available on other apps. Also, the short crypto tangent is perfect to mention that Etoro is one of the few apps authorized by the FCA here in the UK, and if you live in other countries, Etoro is probably authorized by the local watchdog as well. So have a look on the website to make sure it is authorized. And if things change, I will make a new video on Etoro so that you're always up to date on the latest. Now, as I promised, let's break down one of the things of Etoro that I don't like, which is the system of fee, and I will show you how to reduce them as much as possible. Now, no matter what you buy or not buy in this case, you will have an inactivity fee if for 12 months you do not log onto your account. Now, that is only on uninvested cash, and so you can simply log onto your profile to make sure you avoid it. But what I do not like of this fee is that other apps here in the UK and abroad actually give you an interest, a monthly interest on your uninvested cash. So the complete opposite, and that's something that Etoro is lacking on and should actually improve. Another fee is the withdrawal fee, and that is actually $5 for each time you take money out of your Etoro account, and the minimum withdrawal amount is actually $30. Now this fee is unavoidable, but you can reduce it by withdrawing your cash only when you absolutely need it. Now I'm gonna share a very big tip on how to reduce the next fee. Now when you deposit and withdraw your cash, whether it is euro, pounds, Australian dollars, etc., it's always 0.5% fee both when you deposit and withdraw. And here is the kicker, guys. This is the very important bit. This 0.5% is applied for bank transfers, Ideal, Soforth, and Trustly. For other payment methods, like for example credit cards, PayPal, and so forth, the fees are much higher and are actually all listed on their website. So the trick here is to actually stick to bank transfers, because this way you're gonna pay the lowest forex fee that you can possibly pay. And by the way, if you actually pay dollars into the account, you wouldn't even have to pay any of these fees at all. But in contrast to the fee, Etoro has got a very peculiar thing that is gonna actually make you save money. And this is all part of the zero commission plan that is actually inclusive of Etoro absorbing the stamp duty and financial transaction tax for clients. And so, for example, in the UK, we wouldn't pay the 0.5% stamp duty, and Ireland, same thing, Italy, they have these kind of fees, and we don't have to pay them because these are absorbed by Etoro themselves. And this is actually great for CFDs, and we're gonna dive into CFDs later in the video. Now, another good thing of Etoro are the unique stocks and ETFs that are not available here in the UK. Let me show you a couple of examples. So, for example, USO, which is the United States Oil Fund, that is not available here in the UK. It was very popular in 2020 when we had the oil crash, and that's something that you can buy on Etoro. And another bundle of ETFs that are always looked by my subscribers are the ARK ETFs, and most of them are actually listed on Etoro and are not present on other UK apps. Now, buying and selling stocks without leverage is actually totally free. Just remember that the minimum order is $50, which is a bit higher than what we normally have in other UK apps and probably abroad as well. Now, this is one thing that you absolutely need to pay attention to. It's about dividend investing. Now, if you're into dividend investing, you might not want to buy your dividend bearing stocks on Etoro, because a lot of people have been complaining about dividends because Etoro always retains the 30% dividend tax in the US as if you were based there. Now, if you're based in the UK or in many other countries, you would actually be entitled to a discount. So for the UK, you would just pay 15% tax on dividends to the US, but Etoro hasn't been able to implement this change as of yet. This thing has been going on for years, and so have a think if you want to deal with it and wait for it. Now, I personally do not care about it because I normally invest in growth companies like Tesla, Palantir, and so they don't pay dividends and probably never will, so I don't quite mind as much. Now, Etoro absorbing the stamp duty and financial transaction tax is actually very good if you are into CFDs. So for example, if you want to buy a stock with leverage and also short the same stock with leverage as well, that would actually allow you to save money by not paying these fees, and you can do that freely. However, if you trade CFDs for more than one day, you actually have to pay overnight fees for keeping a position open overnight or even over the weekend. And you also have leverage fees and also spread fees, which are all detailed on the Etoro website, and they're all so far and different one from the other. So for example, currencies you pay only 0.01% of spread fee versus cryptocurrencies where you actually pay 0.75%. And these are all unavoidable, I'm afraid, but have a look on their website because these fees are so far and different one from the other, and you want to know which one applies to you. Now, if you're a beginner or if you want to know more about investing, Etoro has got some freebies that you absolutely need to get into. For example, they send you free webinars and training sessions like this one that you see on the screen right now on my email inbox. They send it straight to you and you don't have to pay for them. You can just sign up and just take them for free. And when you get onto the platform, you can actually have a look at what people think about, for example, one stock. So you would type, for example, Tesla on the app and actually have a scroll through the feed, and basically these are normal people like you and me just leaving comments and analysis on this specific investment. And you could actually write your very own post, like in this case, if I want to say I love Tesla, well, I could do that and just click post. And all of that is free, but there is even more stuff that is free and that actually appeals to more sophisticated traders as well. So for example, on this side of the platform, you can actually have a look at the analyst consensus and price targets. So for example, for Tesla is now hold, and you can also have a look at what the price targets will be for the next 12 months, and it's all from TipRanks, which is a quite reputable site. And also you can have a look at the single analyst and their own price target, and all of that is free. And in just 1 second, I'm gonna also talk about Copy Trader, but it's worth mentioning some things that Etoro does not have and other apps do have. At the time of recording, there is no ISA, SIP or tax shelter accounts of sort, which is obviously a big drawback considering that other apps offers these facilities for free or maybe paying a little amount per month. But that's that at the time of recording, and if things change, I will make a new video on Etoro to let you know on their new features. Now, if you want to go super passive, there is also a Copy Trader feature that you can actually just activate it at the touch of a button, and it's very good because you have a lot of filters to find the trader that actually suits your needs. And so for example, I am copying this trader. I've been copying it for 1 year. He does hedging and his goal is to maximize the profit while minimizing the risk, and so he's returned some profit as you can see on the screen. But there are so many traders and so many types of traders as well. Elites and Elites Pro traders actually have to go through a very intense 300-hour training to be able to get their title and actually be able to trade with that level of confidence and authority. And obviously you have more laid back, actually down to earth traders, and they're actually a bit chattier and actually reply to your post if you are tagging onto them. So there is so much to unpack on copy traders, and if you want to know more about copy trading, let me know in the comment section and I will make a dedicated video on copy trading, so let me know. If you decide to try Etoro, I do have an affiliate link in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, you will love this video. This is on the screen right now. Click on the video and I'll see you there.